Hello again, this is WooChopper bringing you Game 2 between Destiny and Slurgi here on MLG Tal'Darim Altar for the Losers Bracket Round 6 of MLG Columbus 2011. If you haven't seen the first game, I'd suggest pausing this right now and watching that first. Just helps since I'm going to give away the results right about now. We did see Slurgi take out Destiny in that first game in a very convincing fashion, staying ahead on economy and bases, which you don't see quite too often in PvZ. Usually you see Zerg just taking as many bases as he can. But anyway, we are here on Tal'Darim Altar, and we do have our blue Zerg Destiny spawning in the bottom left position and Slurgi spawning in the top left position. And I guess the only real major difference is that if they spawn cross map, they'd be quite a ways away from each other, but with the rotational symmetry, the positions they're in right now wouldn't really differ if they were horizontal at the top or vertical at the right side or horizontal at the bottom. The only difference would be if they were cross map in these four corners. But we do see that Slurgi is putting down, he's putting down a gateway first, not going to go for any sort of forge fast expand, which you usually do see Protoss doing on this map. As is kind of, it's a big choke right here, but you can wall that off with gateways, forge, and cannons, and pylons, and you can take your natural expansion fairly quick, but we do not see Slurgi doing that in this game. Meanwhile, Destiny, as he did in the first game, he's getting his pool first. So, not going to go for a, not too heavy in the macro early game. Almost took out that scouting probe from Slurgi. Something I see that Destiny likes to do quite a bit. If they move their scout into Destiny's worker line, he will just pull his drones off from mining and attack that probe. And we do see the first two Zerglings popping out for Destiny right now. He will take out that scouting probe, get some information, at least knows that Destiny's natural expansion is not down yet, and we do see that Destiny did put that down as that probe was dying. But right now Slurgi is getting his cybernetics core and a second gateway, so nothing too different from last game, except he's not getting that fast second gas. I'm surprised he's not getting a second gas at all right now. Possibly going to just go for an expansion fairly soon. Right now he is getting that Zealot is out, that Stalker is going to come out soon, and I'm not sure if that's walled off. It seems to be walled off, yes it is, as those Zerglings are just denied any sort of entry into the base. But Destiny did see the Zealot and Stalker out, didn't see a fast sentry, so knows that Slurgi possibly could go for some sort of early aggression. And that second gas is finally going down for Slurgi. Slurgi does have some chrono boost saved up on his Nexus, not chrono boosting his Nexus or that warp gate technology. Not quite sure what he does with what he's planning on doing with it, but we do see that he just chrono boosted warp gate technology. So possibly going to see a little bit of early aggression. He did put that pylon by that cliff right there. You cannot warp down, well, you can warp down units down here, but they'll be trapped unless they have blink or you have a warp prism. And Destiny's Overlord will pop in there, try to see what's going on, as he doesn't have too good of scouting information, but the Stalker coming up for Slurgi right now will be able to kill that Overlord. It is sacrificial Overlord from Destiny right now, as we do see that he's putting down two Spine Crawlers as natural again, and this time it is with good reason, because he does see a bunch of Stalkers, a bunch of units coming up from the gateways of Slurgi. The three Stalkers, a Sentry, and a Zealot. So that could very well be some sort of pressure coming in from the Protoss onto the Zerg. And those two Spine Crawlers definitely will help, as Destiny is continuing to drone up for the time being. Also throwing down an Evolution Chamber. So possibly a fast +1 for his Zerglings. Does he have Zergling speed? No, he has not gotten Zergling speed. Doesn't even have his gas yet, so he can't get Zergling speed. 14 drones in production. Wow, so he's just droning up very, very hard right now. Gonna build up his economy. as much as he can before the Protoss decides to do anything aggressive. To see Destiny is moving his overlords out towards that Protoss base, wants to be able to see any sort of movement out to pressure, and he does have that Zergling on the Xel'Naga Watchtower as well. But Destiny stopping his drone production, 2 in production right now, but he does have 18 Zerglings on the way as well. So I'm not sure if he's expecting Slurgi to do something or if he wants to try to pressure the Protoss player. Slurgi did take his natural expansion, throwing up a bunch of 3 gateways at that choke point, so he will be able to hold off pressure from these Zerglings that are coming from Destiny. Destiny is getting his layer tech right now, so I would assume we're gonna see the same kind of build, the Roach Warren and an Infestation Pit going down fairly soon. Hallucination going down for Slurgi again is an excellent scouting tool for the Protoss, and Destiny wants to see what's going on inside that base. Gonna sacrifice another Overlord to just get a good idea of what Slurgi is doing. Those 3 sentries will be able to snipe it down, but not before it is able to see a decent amount. Sees those 2 gateways, doesn't see the second gas, but can easily guess that it's there. And right now, just a bunch more Zerglings coming up for Destiny, getting the +1 carapace for his ground units, so those Zerglings will not die to the Zealots as quickly as they would without it. And he's also getting Zergling speed, that is about a third of the way done, so this push coming in from Slurgi, if he decides to go in with it, he will hit before that Zergling speed actually goes down, but if he waits for that pylon, it might give Destiny just enough time to be able to finish his research and be able to hold off this attack. There are a bunch of Zerglings out right now for our Zerg player. I'm not sure if he knows this. Well, he knows this is coming. He saw that army coming towards that Xel'Naga tower from that one Zergling, sending out another scout Zergling, and now the Protoss is on the creep. So Destiny knows good and well everything that's barreling towards him. Does have a bunch of spine crawlers down right at the front of his natural expansion. They will definitely help against these stalkers. Some force fields coming down from our Protoss player, but they do not hold off all these Zerglings. Destiny is even bringing his queens into fight right now. Those Zerglings cannot get around, can't get a good surround on these stalkers, and they are forced to pull back a bit. Destiny lost a lot more units, a lot more resources than Slurgi. Slurgi has only lost 9 units so far against all the Zerglings that Destiny has lost. A total of 600 more minerals lost from these Zerg players.